Him come. Rastafari came to drum beats. The Negus, godlike on a golden lion, rode shafts of sunlight and burnt away the rain. The dancing, the chanting, the drums beat in my skull and my flaming flesh hummed with power. When he came, the sun came, and green and yellow and red painted the sky and erupted over the tarmac, flowing out of the hills and shacks of too long waiting. A flash of lightning tore the sky, and the thunder was lost in cheers and chanting. But the King of Kings did not come down to our loud need. He stood apart. What was he afraid of our love, of the wild shambles of our greeting? Did he weep to see our long chains jangling all the way from Africa? The soldiers in ranks made a way for the king, a way to our hearts, and Haile Selassie descended among us, accepting our wild, pure love.
So tell me how you came to be there.
I happened to be at the airport, seeing off a friend, and so it's just fortuitous. And but when we saw what something dramatic was happening, then learned what it was, we simply stayed there. And I was able to observe everything firsthand. And I just was inspired by the whole moment and the power of it, and started to write the poem right there and then, and finished it pretty shortly after, and sent it in due course to be published, and it was published in June of that year, pretty soon after for a poem. It was a great experience. I mean, it was mind-boggling. The entire nation, and I mean the entire nation, from the Prime Minister, the heads of government, the army, the police, and the general populace, had no idea whatsoever of the power of Rastafari, and that there were so many of them. It was a shock to the whole nation. I think that was a moment when everybody had to recalibrate the presence and meaning of Rastafari in Jamaica.